springs are taking these bumps at just incredible speed. Alright guys, I'm here in Marionville, and no, I'm not going to Cook's Forest to work on the truck because the truck is here and is finished. So, I know you guys saw the build series videos, but I'll just walk you through what I have done. Obviously, we didn't do anything to the rear, that's the same. But it seems different in the rear now because, well, up here, we have our lighter front springs, which are actually about stock, because before I was running these heavy overload springs. And here's the shock. Yeah, this new stuff's making lots of creaks. But, and of course I painted it in there. Now the hood doesn't line up perfect, but it's good enough. These fenders are rust free. Same thing on the other side. So that's really all I had to do to it. We reconnected a vacuum line that helps cruise control. So now the truck runs and drives fine. In a little bit I'll go out and drive you guys around, but yeah, I hit the bumps and it's just fine over them. Like before, you hit the bumps, it feels like you're being raped, but now, like, it actually feels like a normal vehicle. Like, you still feel bumps, don't get me wrong. And it is true about, by lightening up the front, making oversteer quicker. That is true, I found that out. But only a little bit. It wasn't dangerous or anything, but yeah. So, this truck is set up to oversteer more, won't beat me up as much, and has less rust. So, everything should be good on it, and I guess I should stop talking because this is where I end this clip and take you guys for a ride. Alright, what is up guys? We're in the truck, we're gonna go for a little drive. And I have a topic for today's vlog, video, whatever you want to call it. So, just gotta let her warm up a little. The oil pressure's still a little bit high and we'll head off. Alright, well, the truck's warmed up now. I had to change up my camera setup just like completely. It's kind of screwy, but the point is it's changed now. I also have this in case I'm gonna do like some pass-by shots. I don't know exactly what I want to do, but I want to do something. So, I have a topic for today's video, and that topic is high school. Was it worth it? Did I like it? And there's kind of like a long and a short to it. Short answer, yeah, it was fun. Long answer, more complicated than that. I mean, high school, it's a lot different than middle school or anything else like that. Like the social dynamic, what's acceptable, how people normally behave. Like high school, it's not exactly what you see in the movies. Like that's like a very, very small part of high school is what you see happening in those movies and TV shows. Now my high school, I didn't have the most normal experience because I travel state to state like 24/7, like that's what I do. Like during the week I'm in Maryland, then I'm in Pennsylvania, and I spend a break in Pennsylvania. So I move around a lot. It makes it a little bit harder for me to like form relationships and all that. But most people stay in the same state. It makes things a lot simpler doing that, believe me. So the suspension is really working wonders, but yeah, high school is just, you go in with expectations. You go with the expectation that you're going to reinvent yourself from middle school, at least I did, because I wasn't really the most popular person. I'm like, you know, I'm going to be popular, I'm going to be cool, I'm going to, you know, have a hot girlfriend, just all of that stuff. And then you get there, and you just realize things aren't the way you expected them to be. Now, I love Boonesboro. It's a great school and all. You know, I have some good friends, but high school is just so complicated because you got some good teachers that make high school fun, then you got teachers that make your life a living hell for as long as you have your class. Like, freshman year, I really didn't get off to the best start. I had just one teacher, Miss Klingon, and, like, she was very strict, and I think kind of sexist, too. Like, she really, like, lots of boys complain she's kind of sexist. And no, don't get any ideas, we're not going to Buzzard Swamp. I just cleaned this truck not too long ago. There's no way in hell I'm taking it down a dirt road. But, so yeah, you get ideas of what high school's supposed to be. You think, alright, yeah, I'll have teachers, the classes might be harder. And in middle school, they say, oh, you're going to have homework every night. You don't. Some teachers are like that. And like I said, they make your life a living hell. But then you have teachers, like, there's some classes I haven't done a dime of homework for. And that's just fine by me. Because, you know me, I'm not big into homework. But anyway, this teacher, Miss Klingon, she was one of those teachers that gives you homework all the time. And her grading was very hard. It was English class. Like, I speak English. I mean, obviously, that's what I'm speaking now. But she was, like, very advanced with it. And I was in honors because I tested well. So people thought, like, oh, he's smart. Put him in honors. And I was smart, but when I have that strict of a teacher who goes so fast and I don't get a concept, I just got behind. I felt overwhelmed, and I just didn't go over well. And before I go on too long, short story is I had to go to summer school. I met a couple cool people in summer school. It still wasn't fun having to wake up like 8 o'clock on a summer morning, but I went to summer school, got it taken care of. Now, the rest of my teachers, they were fine. Sophomore year, though, was a little bit better. I wasn't a freshman. I was acclimated to high school. I kind of knew what to expect. And I was just overall doing a lot better. For example, my one teacher, Mr. Young, he gave me a bicycle last week. Like, that's when I had his class, and it was lots of fun. I had Miss Steiner, another cool teacher who taught math. Lots of fun class. Really, the only class I had trouble with was chemistry, with my one teacher who I had her next year for my junior year, and I did very well in her class. And like, that's the reason I'm thinking about going into the medical field. So like, sophomore year, I had more fun. I started, you know, buddying up with a little bit more people. I wasn't running cross country. I kind of regretted that because I did that freshman year, and like, that was a really great experience. I'm glad I did it, but it just didn't work out. You know, grades and everything, I could do it the rest of the time. And I think that kind of like limited on the way, you know, I form relationships with people too. You know, just not doing the sport, not seeing these same people every day after school. Because they go to their practice and I don't have practice, so I just go home and I don't meet with those people. But cross country was a really solid, good experience. I liked it. Sophomore year was fun, even though I wasn't doing sports. You know, I met some new people. But junior year, I think junior year was probably the best year of high school. I know people say about senior year it's the best. It really isn't, because, you know, junior year, you have another year. You just, you know, you make any mistakes, you got another year. But senior year, there's so much pressure and everything to perform and to do well and, you know, to be good, because you know that you're looking at colleges. That stress load kind of takes away from the fun. But junior year, it's like the most carefree year. My classes weren't all that hard. I did have a math class though my junior year I did not like, pre-calc. Like, if you give me real solid numbers, I'm good. You start giving me imaginary numbers and logarithms, well, nothing I answer on the test is going to be right. That's just the way it is. Alright, buddy. Keep going. There you go. I'm actually only driving like 45 on this road. It's kind of unusual for me on back roads to be driving like close to the speed limit. So, like, class-wise, high school, I had it pretty much normal. Now, friend-wise, don't get me wrong, I have friends, and I love my friends. But just going away made it really hard to form relationships with people. Because, you know, they do stuff on the weekend, and I'm away on the weekend. I can't do that. I have some free time during the week, but, like, they're doing sports, and, like, they're busy during the week, and they can't do things with me. So, it just made it a little bit more difficult than most kids have, like, to form connections to people. Like, I won't lie, I started off middle school weird and everything, and in high school, like, I'm not your most normal person. So some of that might come into play too, but it's like as far as forming relationships and everything, that made it harder. Oh, I'm crossing into a different county now. That's cool. The road actually got better too as I did. But now high school, it's fun. Like, I will miss it for some reason, but I kind of also hate it right now a little bit. For example, we have Future Farmers of America Animal Truck Tractor Day, where basically like, all the rednecks bring in their trucks, they judge them and everything. You know, they have like the loudest, cleanest, dirtiest, oldest, newest. And then they bring in their animals, and they do animal shifter animals. And we have it every year, and it's cool. They bring a grill, and they grill some hot dogs, hamburgers, you know, just all your cookout shit. And, you know, they play their music. And like, everyone goes out, because, you know, we don't do work that day, and it's fun. But there's a new teacher running it this year, and she kind of fucked things over pretty bad. Because, first of all, we can't have the grill out there. So people are like, oh man, we can't have the grill, that kind of sucks. We can't play the music because she invited people from the elementary and middle school over, and like there might be bad words on the song, so, you know, can't play music. So she's like a big Debbie Downer as far as that's concerned. And also, the middle school principal who was invited over, he wasn't even running it, tried to shut down like the truck showing because they were revving, and you know, they're diesel trucks, so they roll cool, you know, blowing the black smoke. And some middle school kid decided they're gonna run through the smoke cloud. And then the middle school principal's like, that's harmful for their lungs, you know, you gotta shut this down, you can't do that. So I think this truck tractor animal day was the last one. Like, I don't think we're gonna have any more. And that's gonna be that. I mean, it's not gonna be my problem, it's gonna suck for everyone else behind me. So it's things like that. It's like, I know things aren't going the best with, you know, how the school is being run. And because of that, you know, I know I'm not going to miss it as much. Because it's not going to be the same as, you know, when I was there. Like when this was my school. You know, like, I guess, you know, you're not missing as much helps you get over the fact you're not going to be around. And also, I'm single. And I'm hopelessly single at this point because there's no way I could do a relationship. I mean, between my travel and everything, I mean, there's just no way I could do a relationship. And I'm going to be going to, you know, Pennsylvania, like, full time in a little bit. And just, like, going to college there. So, you know, after I do that, like, there's no way I'm going to carry out a relationship across, like, the entire, you know, like, with someone from, like, a state away. Like, I want to go to college, and I want to meet people there, and I don't want that to get in the way of that. So I'm hopelessly single at this point. Like, I just realized that. Like, no sense in even looking, because all you're going to do is end something in heartbreak. And that part sucks, you know, having to spend high school single. It's kind of fun for a little bit. But then after a while, it's like, you know, you want someone, and you just realize it just doesn't work out for you. It's not in the cards. Whereas, like, most people, their high school experience is vastly different. They go to high school, they have all the time in the world. They have their whole weekends to go, have a girlfriend, and, you know, do baby-making stuff, and they just have time to do that. Me, on the other hand, that's just not really in the cards. Second. Yeah, she did second in a big way there. This road's paved, and I know there's no cops, so might as well have a little bit of fun. These springs do make a huge, huge difference. springs are taking these bumps at just incredible speed. Oh, a turkey ran out right in front of me. Shit. Alright, back down to normal. I had my fun. I might be crazy, but not suicidal. Yeah, I don't want to stuff that turkey. I mean, a turkey just ran right out in front of me when I was doing like a speed. So yeah, I'm impressed with the job I did on these springs. This truck ride's huge difference more, but yeah, high school, I mean, I just didn't have, I guess, the fair shake, and it's no fault of my own, it's no fault of my parents, it's just the way the cookie crumbled. And I kind of do regret that, but I don't know, I'd say high school so far have been like the best years of my life, not just because like school, but also that's when I've had, you know, my quad, that's when I've gotten to learn to drive. So like other stuff that's happened besides just going to high school during those years. So I think it's been the best years of my life. I don't know if college will top it. I mean, I know the studying is going to be harder, and that can take away from it. Let's see, what else about college? College, I'll be like more isolated from my parents. Now I'll have an opportunity to meet new friends. I'll have an opportunity to like kind of settle down, you know, meet more girls and whatever. So it's like, it has its pluses and minuses. I'm expecting high school and college to be my best years of my life. Because I haven't gone to college yet, obviously. I have no idea if it's going to top high school. I mean, I can make a prediction, but who knows how it's going to turn out. So one thing I've learned is just try not to predict things too much, because you're just going to be disappointed. You can be pleasantly surprised or disappointed. More often than not, it's disappointed. That's just the way life is. I mean, this YouTube channel's given me like a good way to express myself and vent myself for the last couple of years. Who knows what's going to happen to the channel in college? I really want to upload, don't get me wrong, I do. I love you guys, but the snack crackle. Snack crackle pops. I just can't speak today. But it's giving me a good way to express myself. I'd love to do in college, and I probably will, but don't expect like an upload like every couple days, or even every week for that matter, because who knows how busy I'm going to be. Like Jelly for Sale, he pretty much has a ghost channel right now. I mean, I love his content and everything. I love Jelly for Sale. He's a PA, ATV moto vlogger. He has a relatively cool car, but Billy, he just doesn't have the time for YouTube, and I get that. So I don't give him a hard time about it. Like when I see an Instagram post, like make a video, because I know he wants to make a video. And I just know that's the way life is when you get to that point. Oh my god, you gotta love those noises. I wasn't even going that fast, I just have her down on a lower gear. I'm not even going to try to push these turns, just because I know this truck's going to oversteer sooner with the springs, but I think the suspension work really paid dividends. Like, yeah, I'm going 10 over the advisory in this turn, and like I kind of feel the rear stiffer. But so I don't know. I mean, what do you guys think about the channel? Like how it's been going through my high school career? I mean, I think I've done a pretty good job for the opportunities I've had to cover everything, give you guys content, and express myself. I mean, what do you think? Do you think I should continue the channel in college, or do you think I should just... I mean, I'm not going to delete the channel, because, I mean, people are still gonna watch older videos, and I'm still gonna get like AdSense money, and maybe someone will buy a shirt, even if I like don't update stuff. Like, I still have the opportunity. Like, I'm not just gonna like delete the channel. But do you think I should just give up uploading to it before I go to college, just to make life simpler for myself, or do you think, you know, I should stick with it, even though you guys know, we both know it's gonna be a deader channel? I mean, come on, that's inevitable. Wow, this suspension really has made a difference. I mean, just getting on it and hitting the bumps, wow. Like, I never thought it was going to be night and day difference, but it kind of is night and day difference with what I've done. Well, guys, that was just, you know, my little update on, you know, what's been going on with my life, what I think about my whole high school and YouTube experience so far. Hope you guys liked the video. There'll be more exciting content to come, because the Tour de Force is in a few weeks. I think it's in 3 weeks, so yeah. You guys will have some video from that, you know, some proper footage on the quad. Last night, I haven't made it public yet, but last night I made just a little edit of some footage I've had on the quad. So that's something for you guys, something kind of new to look over from a different perspective. I don't know, I'm trying. Like, I'm busy. I'm just trying to give you guys something. So, that's it for today's video. I will see you guys later, because I got lots of work to do. Oh, sounds so good.